What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another week of Hero or Zero here on the Heroes for Hire podcast. My name is Sean Meehan, and joining me as always is best dad in the world, Mr. Conor Lawler.
Now, if somebody hadn't been listening, there's now a weird thing where they're like, hang on, why is he calling them dad?
Because you've raised me to be an upstanding young gentleman.
I failed. I'm sorry, everyone.
Oh, what?
So this is Hero Zero. This is the show where we choose one comic book character every single week. We talk their good points and their bad points, and we just give you a bit of a rundown of everything to do with that character. Now, I normally choose DC characters, and Sean, he normally chooses Marvel characters, just for simplicity's sake. And Sean, it is your week, which means there has to be a Marvel character, and I assume probably not as good, ha 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 ha, as a DC character got you again one last time.
Look, wow, it's just really 10 a minute with the insults this week. I've picked a character today. I'll tell you their name in a bit after the intro, but I think I'm going to explain this character and you're instantly going to dislike it.
You have a sense of where I come in, so I know what'll annoy you and you know what'll annoy me. So sometimes we pick characters just to specifically annoy the other person. Has that happened this week?
It comes from a place of love, but it's the circumstances by which this character was created you will fucking hate.
Great, perfect. Sean, if this is somebody's first episode, they don't have to do anything. You can just chill out. But if it's your second or above, you can give us a 5 stars, a like, a follow, a share, whatever way you could support the show. That would really help us out. We are currently looking for 200 5-star reviews on Spotify before the winter solstice. Now, if you haven't heard, we're taking a little bit of a break as of next week, but we will be back. So by the time we do come back, I assume after a few weeks we'll be at maybe 300, 400 5 stars on like way past winter solstice. You'll have so many winter solstice facts to catch up on.
I was going to say, if we could just keep it exactly at 200 5 stars, that'd be great for me personally.
The rule is, for every star over 200 on Spotify that we get, Sean has to give us all a weekly update of winter solstice facts. And I know what you're thinking. How many facts can there possibly be? Well, the answer in the summer one was 3. So let's see what we can get them to do.
But winter is such a rich cultural time. Surely there's more winter solstice facts going on.
Alright, Sean, enough of all that stuff. It's time. Actually, we have a Patreon if you want to support us over there, but that's just so there's no ads over here. But that's absolutely fine. Don't worry about it.
Join the dickheads over there.
We did Son of the Mask this last month. It was pretty cool. Sean, let's go.
Okay, so Conor, you had a big life-changing news announcement that you made on the show a few days ago.
Yeah.
So where you are going to be responsible for a small human very, very soon.
Yeah, well,
now
responsible is a loose word, but yes, I mean, it is going to live with me. It's going to be a roommate.
Look, with great responsibility comes great roommate, Conor. So, do you recall the Clone Saga?
Oh, Jesus, no! Oh, fuck. Oh, no. You know, there's one thing that I hate in comic books. Well, there's several things, but mostly, and people, I think a lot of people will agree with me, is the Spider-Man Clone Saga is one of the worst storylines ever created. If we could, maybe, I just want to let people in, if you don't know what we're talking about, it was a story in the 90s and 2000s that ran for several years, in which Spider-Man had to keep being cloned. So they got all of these different clones of Spider-Man, and then they would always have at the end of each comic book, they'd be like, but he's not the real Spider-Man, for I am the real Spider-Man.
Exactly. So they wanted a hot new young Peter Parker, but the regular Peter Parker was like married with a kid on the way.
Yeah, boring.
So they were like, oh, he got cloned back when he was 25 and cool.
When he had a hot rod.
And then people hated the new clone, and then they traded who was clone and who was not. Part of that story is that Mary Jane and Peter lose a child. It's a very the writers chickened out at the last minute kind of a vibe.
Okay.
But then, in December 1997, in What If number 105, Tom DeFalco, Ron Frenz and Mark Bagley, 3 great Spider-Man writers, all decided, what if they had the kid? What if we did the story that they wanted to do?
So as in, like, the child is just Spider-Man's son or daughter?
Spider-Man's daughter, because it's Mayday Parker we're talking
Of course.
about.
Sure, and that's where... Is that where you get Mayday in Spider-Verse?
Exactly the same. So the first child of Peter and Mary Jane in a future alternate universe. It was revealed in this alternate universe that the Green Goblin had actually kidnapped the child and had sequestered it away with this this con artist lady that he was friends with.
Great.
After they were reunited, Peter lost a leg during a horrific battle with the Green Goblin and killed the Green Goblin.
Fucking hell.
This is all written in like one comic issue, by the way.
So the thing is, right, what we're going to do is we're going to give him a child, right? He's going to be real happy. Now has a door. Him and Mary Jane, everything's looking up. Everything's coming up Millhouse. Simultaneously, he does now hate kneecaps. He really wants to chop off everyone's kneecaps. That's just it's just a trade that we have to make, lads. I'm sorry.
Look, it's an equal exchange. Peter was offered a bionic replacement leg from Mr. Fantastic, and considered the whole experience a wake-up call.
For what?
So, to decide to retire from being Spider-Man and focus on being a husband and father.
Okay.
For years, Peter and Mary Jane kept their past from Mayday and hoped that she wouldn't develop powers of her own like her father. Despite her parents' hopes that she wouldn't develop powers of her own like her father. I
almost seen this coming.
When she was 15, she started developing versions of the Spider-Man powers. At the same time, Normie Osborn, so Norman Osborn's grandson,
Normie,
set out to restore the family name. Yeah, Normie. He's one of the normies. Norman. It's a pet name for Norman. So no, you can't call a child Norman.
I would say you can't call a child Normie either. But is it a situation where he was named Norman and people call him Normie, or is he named Normie?
No, it's okay. So birth certificate, it's Norman Osborn.
Okay, just to be clear, because otherwise that child needs to be bullied.
His first name Normie. You'd go by Norm, surely.
You go by Unba.
So he set out to restore the family name, becoming the new Green Goblin, because there always has to be one.
Of course.
Mayday donned Ben Reilly's Spider-Man costume to stop him.
Oh, no. So Ben does exist in this scenario.
Ben does exist. Ben is dead by this point. Right. But Ben's last words to Peter were like, good luck with your daughter. Tell her Uncle Ben loves her.
That is dog shit.
That's a really touching moment, actually. It's very well done.
That's dog shit.
He was also, that death is where they revealed he was the clone the whole time.
Of course.
After all the other times they revealed that. So Peter and MJ burned the costume after Mayday used it to keep her from getting involved in crime fighting.
Yeah, that'll stop her. Then she'll never go back. What do teenagers respect the most is when you say no.
Exactly. They hard limits.
They said, I forbid you from doing that. So of course she listened. She's 15. She's not an idiot.
She's a good kid. Good kid, Connor. Also, Peter Parker's a police officer in this universe. He goes into that aspect of crime fighting. Days later, Mayday was parting ways from visiting her father at the police station when her spider sense alerted her to a shady character who was stalking her dad. She secretly nabbed the stalker, who was intending to kill her father, and beat him up in an alleyway with a trash can.
Firstly, I have several things. One, is that how spider sense works?
So Mayday's is different.
Okay, true, because I was like, nobody's attacking her, there's no danger towards her, but she can sense that her father might be attacked by somebody.
Yeah, she can sense danger.
Oh, that's like, actually...
just vague
danger.
Vague danger. But also, here, and this is, I was going to get into this in Powers, but this is fucking ludicrous, and I don't know why they did it this way. The way her spider sense works so this guy was watching Peter Parker. Right. And she thought something bad would happen and the spider sense went off. if someone else was watching Peter Parker and was about to do damage to him and the spider sense went off, Mayday would be able to tell it's different people watching him.
Do you think there was a scenario where they wrote that and then realised it was kind of very vague as to what was happening, and then had to really specify, no, she can understand the different dangers.
She's so gifted.
She's so gifted that she could... So she'd be... If there was 5 people watching, she could then... And all 5 of them want to kill Peter Parker for some unknown reason. He's a dickhead, after all. So they're like, I hate Peter Parker. I also hate Peter Parker. All 5 of them lined up. She can tell which one wants to kill him the most.
Exactly. And if 2 weeks later, one of the guys came back, she'd know which one it was. She has like Batman detective vision all the time.
She's got the Arkham vision, but like forever.
Yeah. So she beats up this man with a trash can. This threw the would-be killer off of Peter's tail, and Mayday got addicted to the rush of saving someone's life.
Oh no. So she's also a good like fighter, I suppose? Or does she...
She's a good fighter. She's not as strong as Peter at his like Spider-Man prime, but he's... And this is another thing that's really hard to quantify. She's more agile than Spider-Man, who is like top 10 most agile beings.
I would have said Spider-Man's the most agile comic book character ever.
Yeah, like he's pure bend and flip and jump and stuff. But
also the fact that you can't hit him, because if you throw anything at him, he will dodge it. He has spider sense.
Exactly, but what Mayday does, and it's quite cool, and this might be why she's more agile. You know the way Spider-Man, he like messes with atomic bonds to stick to walls or stick to anything.
You're gonna have to explain that to people.
Okay. I've told Conor numerous times to the point that glosses over him. But Spider-Man doesn't just like stick to walls like a spider. He subtly influences the bonds between atoms. Like on any part of his body he can do this. And that's what makes him stick to
I will admit, right, I knew that because you've told me that multiple times, but I actually always actively block that out because in my head I think it's cooler if he's just got sticky powers.
This is the thing. But what Mayday does is she realises, I can influence atomic bonds to attract. So she uses them to repel.
Right.
So she's jumping with regular leg muscles, but also pushing atoms away as she jumps. Right. So she can jump higher and faster than Peter Parker could.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's clever.
That's the first thing you've said, Sean, that I'm like, you know what? This is not bad.
Oh, what about when they burned Ben Reilly's suit? I thought you'd enjoy that.
Or when he said, I'm your Uncle Ben.
So over dinner that same night, Peter told his family about a police case he was working on related to a string of murders in the fashion business. Mayday used this info to investigate the fashion store that her father was talking about, wondering if the people behind the murders were the same people that tried to kill her dad earlier that day.
Right.
While investigating, she wore a makeshift costume from various pieces of black clothing she owned, as well as the web shooters that she had managed to save from Ben Reilly's costume without her parents knowing.
Great.
Which, that's all you really need to be a spider person, is the web shooters.
Well, the spider sense helps though, and also the sticking stuff.
Spider sense sticking, all good things. Upon arriving at the fashion store, she found a conversation happening between a mysterious villain named Nobody and his henchmen, one of which was the stalker hired to kill her father. So Nobody, all you need to know is that it's a man in a trench coat with a helmet, and he's got the powers of Ghost from the second Ant-Man movie.
Is it Normie?
It's not Normie. Okay. I'm so sorry. But I love how you've latched on to Normie.
Normie's my boy.
So while listening in, May was noticed by one of the henchmen, and a battle ensued in which she defeated the goons and Nobody.
Great.
Who used his powers to teleport away before the cops arrived. Mayday rushed home to avoid being caught fighting crime by her parents, However, the escapade inspired her to use her powers more. And over the next few days, she secretly sewed herself a costume and christened herself Spider-Girl.
See, that puts Peter in a bit of a difficult spot because you can't really be mad at her because it's one of those where you're like, I also did that when I was 16, so are you mad or are you not mad?
And this is the thing, is that it is oh fuck, she does have great power though. And that's my whole thing, is that if you have great power, you have great responsibility.
And who told me that? Uncle Ben wait, which Ben?
Which Ben? Oh, Conor, Peter and MJ have a second child named Ben.
Fucking hell. Since when is Ben Reilly such an active a part of this man's life?
Because this was the late 90s.
Oh, because they really were pushing Ben to the limit. Yeah. So Ben's like the main name.
Because there's a bit later where they're like, hey, so Mayday says to Peter, he's like, so baby Ben, is he named after like Ben Reilly or like your Uncle Ben? And Peter's like, does it really matter?
Yes.
It's a name.
It does.
Full name Ben Parker.
Ben Parker. We couldn't decide. We have another friend named Ben.
He's just a friend.
Just a family friend.
So after an attempt at helping SHIELD, the government agency, a case filled with a piece of the Carnage symbiote was released. Also, her parents eventually support her crime fighting. Comes around. So the piece of the Carnage symbiote attached itself to Mayday's friend Moose, who is just a regular guy, and he became the new Carnage.
How do you get the nickname Moose?
His name is Maurice Mansfield, and he's quite big for his age.
That's enough for that. That answers my question.
Just bullying's not funny, Conor.
It is a little.
Yeah, it is. Sometimes it works. In exchange for being his host, Carnage also bonded itself to Moose's terminally ill father, curing him in the process.
Oh, that's always going to lead to good things.
Carnage caused a stir at Mayday's school and kidnapped Peter and baby Ben. Then forced Mayday to confront her friend Moose.
Okay. Also, you know Peter. I mean, he's still got all of the Spider-Man powers, right?
Yeah.
How's he getting kidnapped?
He's got one leg now. It's Moose!
But we've talked about it before, but Spider-Man could punch a skyscraper down if he wanted to.
I think it's that he doesn't want to endanger Ben either.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. So he can't get Moose into a headlock because he's holding Ben.
Yeah, he's looking after baby Ben.
Yeah, okay.
Baby Ben. So Mayday tried to talk to Moose, but failed. And then the symbiote, the Carnage symbiote, bonded with her brother Ben.
Oh, Ben, Carnage!
Ben Carnage. Peter escaped as May battled the two symbiotes and gathered sonic gear that might have been able to defeat the symbiote. May activated the sonic weapons, thereby destroying the piece of the Carnage symbiote that had bonded to Moose and her brother. However, Moose was furious with Spider-Girl for dooming his father to a horrible, cancer-ridden death.
It does seem like a bad idea, yeah.
The sonic weapon also rendered Ben deaf, possibly permanently.
Oh, okay. So,
which you might and Ben probably will get spider powers. So you would be like, oh, deaf, maybe his balance is messed up. That could be bad for a spider character.
That's interesting, yeah.
Ben's hearing was very soon after restored. Even in the what if, they can't do anything interesting.
Even in the what if, the Spider-Man writers will not commit.
No, there's here's an idea. Fuck that. Back to normal.
The Spider-Man writers are the opposite of the phrase, you can only get half pregnant. They are constantly half pregnant in the 90s.
Hell of a lot of half pregnant, just ideas just peppered in there and then immediately swept
what
away.
What they do is, in the 90s, especially in the early 2000s, they'll commit for 3 issues and then immediately be like, well, there's no way out of this, and then immediately back out.
Yeah. And like they'll be like, oh, people aren't really liking this.
Yeah.
Let's not give it time to breathe or develop a new status quo.
We killed Peter Parker. Okay, 3 issues pass. People aren't really liking the fact we killed Peter. Let's bring him back. He was a clone.
Bring him back in. Didn't happen. Don't worry.
Happen. Shut your fucking face. It didn't happen. Shut up.
Ben's hearing was restored thanks to the intervention of Normie Osborn.
Oh, I knew he was going to come in good.
Normie later stumbled on one of Norman Osborn, his grandfather's former labs, and discovered a fluid tank containing what appeared to be a physical clone of Mayday Parker.
Okay, great.
Notes left behind by his grandfather indicated that this Mayday was the original that he kidnapped years ago, and the Mayday who lived a full life was a clone.
Sorry, Sean. Can I just ask, did you say all of this report just to fuck with us with the big clone reveal?
Fuck yeah, I did. They did it again.
I hate you.
You didn't think... You thought you were safe.
I thought I was
Saga,
done.
buddy.
I thought I was in a safe environment where you wouldn't bring up the fucking clothes. But how? Now that you say it, it's like a great mystery, Sean. You did mention the clothes at the start. You put that little thing in our heads.
Peppered it in there,
and
you know.
then you just kind of moved away from it. I was like, what's that about? Fuck. So, which Mayday is the real Mayday, depending on the story?
It had genuinely. It just happens again, and they change over every so often. The one that's in the vat goes by April instead of May,
that is horrific.
It's one of the worst things that they've ever done in comics.
Why not June?
Look, I'm gonna brush up. I really just wanted this entire report was to get to that because I remembered that happened.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, you've ruined my day. So I mean, successful.
I'm very glad. So I was just gonna, if it's all right with you,
yes,
fast forward to the powers and abilities of Mayday Parker.
Okay, well now which Mayday is this? Clone Mayday or normal Mayday?
Clone Mayday has the same stuff.
The magic of all the clones is they're the same person, because depending on the story, whatever you need. And then if you need a big reveal at the end, they can be like, she's not the real Mayday, I'm the real Mayday. And then they're like, oh, Peter, you're going to have to decide which one's your real daughter. You have to sense it.
Yeah, and it is also, this is a what if, and then also like a continuation in an alternate universe.
Yeah.
So none of this has to happen. They could have just told stories about Mayday Parker forever, but it's only by virtue of being Spider-Man's child that they're interested in her.
I also think there's a part of me that if you're going to do the clone stuff, I think it's lazy to give them the exact same powers. I think it, like, you know the way like her DNA has probably got the Peter Parker DNA in it, right? And I don't have an issue with that. So she's probably got some sort of powers or some sort of genes in her that's going to turn her into some sort of spider being. But I like the idea that somehow, depending on, you know what I mean, like a new clone is technically a different body, and those genes might have reacted differently to certain situations, so she might have slightly different powers. Like they might have 6 of the same powers, but like 2 really different ones.
Yeah, like, and I think a good example of that weirdly in the original Clone Saga is Kane Parker, who is more, first of all, he's more violent. Which is, it's like, here's what Peter Parker could be if he was a bad guy.
Yeah.
And then I think Kane gets the organic web shooters first as well.
Now, that's in a completely different story before Tobey Maguire's movie, or after Tobey Maguire's movie? Did they do the comic book after the first Spider-Man?
After. It's Spider Island and the others.
And he turns himself into a giant spider.
Giant Spider-Man.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, also, Baby Ben develops organic web shooters in this story as well.
Why?
Don't know. No one else in the family has them. Why?
That's not even a power anyone else has.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man had come out at that point.
Sorry, and then they were like, oh, fuck, we need to give it to somebody.
So, spider physiology. She possesses the proportionate powers of a spider that she inherited from her father, granting her superhuman strength, speed, toughened flesh, and numerous arachnid-like abilities.
So she's one of the strongest characters in all of comic books.
Yes, but not as strong as her father, but more agile than him, which again is wild, and possesses stronger spider sense and wall crawling abilities.
Jesus, okay.
So she can regenerate from physical injuries, however, it's not a healing factor, she just heals quickly.
Yeah, it's not like Wolverine where like things just pop back into place.
Yeah, exactly. Like, she can't regenerate bone and stuff like that. Like, she's just gonna... Same as, like, Peter lost a leg. The leg didn't grow back.
Yeah,
you know?
okay, cool.
She has the spider sense, allowing her to evade most injuries, which overrides her automatic reflexes. So the spider sense just kind of takes control. And as we said earlier, she has more specific knowledge of what's about to happen. It's like borderline premonition sometimes.
I love how vague that is. If you were to do a power like that, you leave it as vague as possible. So like you're like, to be honest with you, she's never in danger, but that's a weird comic book if she's never in danger. So like, we just gotta have to change it slightly sometimes.
Yeah, and like also no one around her's ever really in danger.
No, because she can sense that from like a week away. What's gonna happen?
Her agility, balance and body coordination are all enhanced to levels that are far beyond the natural physical limits of any human athlete. Her agility is more advanced than Spider-Man's. She is also able to achieve a state of perfect balance in any position imaginable. So she can balance on virtually any object, no matter how small or narrow. Her reflexes are 40 times faster than an average human. She can also dodge a bullet if the gun is far enough away, which I would say I could do as well.
That is the perfect Venn diagram of you and Spider-Man.
It's distance of gun is all that separates me from
so,
being
like,
Spider-Man.
okay, let's question. What's the distance? How far away are you confident that I could avoid that bullet?
If I know when it's being fired exactly?
Yes.
600 metres.
599, you're like, oh, I'm dead. I'm a dead man.
It'll clip me, you know. I want it clean.
There was another thing that I heard during the week, and it was, you know, like, oh, I take a bullet for them, and then the new game was, well, where? And it was like, because there's some people in your life that are like, oh, I'll take a bullet to the head and heart. If it was like, I'm going to shoot them or shoot you, you'd be like, okay, I'll take the bullet. But then there's some people that you're like, well, like, I'll shoot them or I'll shoot you. You're like, okay, shoot me in the knee.
Yeah, you can have a shoulder, like, that's all.
I'll give you like an arm or a leg or something, or like, I don't like them that much. Like, it's fine.
I take 3 bullets to the balls for you, Connor. But not 4.
That is a lie.
Got 3 balls, what can I say?
I would take 3 bullets to the balls 601 metres away.
I jump and that's it.
Shoots you in both your legs.
She has... Sorry, back to Spider-Girl.
Sorry.
She has superhuman speed, stamina, strength, so she can press and lift 5 tons, which is approximately half of her father's strength as his peak of Spider-Manning. She is more durable. She can withstand great impacts, such as falling from a height of several stories or being struck by an opponent with super strength. And she has the electrostatic stickiness or wall crawling that we talked about. Influence atoms both to attract and repel. She can also do it spread over an area. So if she's standing on... I don't know when this is useful. But like, if she's standing sideways on a wall, she can get a little like field of stuff around her feet, and like stuff will also stay stuck there. Again, don't know when that's useful.
I'm trying to imagine a time when that would come up. Just like, you've got a lot of barbed wire wrapped around your feet in case somebody tries to punch you in the legs.
But then but Peter Parker could do that. But she can do it spread over like a metre. It's so specific that it must just be one story.
It must have just been one paddle that she used it to defeat one guy.
Or like it was written in as a letter of like, hey, how did this happen? They were like, oh, she can do it, don't worry about it.
Just do it, shut your fucking face.
And then also her age is expressed to be between 15 and 16 years old. So basically whatever they wrote Peter Parker as in the
Makes
60s.
sense.
Yeah. And that is, honestly, most of Mayday Parker. She goes into a lot of the Spider-Wars stuff, but it's too much to get into here, and we've covered it in other reports.
The Spider-Wars clone saga, I mean, it's all great stuff. Sean, is there a better time in comic books as a Spider-Man fan between the years maybe 1996 to like 03?
Oh,
when do Totems
it was a
come
good
in?
time, but a rough time.
When was Totems? 04? 03?
Totems was 04, 05, I think it was.
Okay, well, stretch
That's
it
when
out.
they made him magic.
There's a decade from 95 to 05. Is it the best running comic books of all time?
Some would say. If only it kept going, it would have been. The fact that it stopped.
The problem was they kept trying to dig up.
Yeah, it's like, just keep writing, lads. It'll be fine.
If we just say and then write a different plot, that's fine.
and then there's this gap of 20 years, and then Ultimate Spider-Man from 2025 happens, and it's the best goddamn thing.
And you're like back in. You're like, this. I'm all the way back.
It's so good. Just read that instead. Fuck this. Fuck everything you've heard for the last half hour.
Don't read any of this. Read Ultimate Spider-Man.
This is worthless.
I've wasted everyone's time and my time. Sean, I think that was a great report. Thank you very much.
Thanks, man.
I like Mayday. But the minute you brought on the clothes stuff, I kind of zoned out. I have to be honest with you. You lost me.
I did work backwards from a clone reveal, and then I picked a character.
I hate you. Okay, if you like what you heard, we've done hundreds of other characters, covering lots of DC and Marvel characters. And look, you might have a lot of time to go back and check them out over the next few weeks. So I mean, absolutely, go back and check out. If we haven't done one of your favourite characters, you can still send them in. I mean, they're still going to be added to the list, and we will get to them. Is the take?
Can I say, actually, I went back and I listened to the Gore the God Butcher report.
Yeah.
We're really excited for Thor Love and Thunder.
The sad boys.
It's humbled us. And also, it's weirdly, polished. It's not like this at all. It's weirdly I was really fucking trying to make it good.
You were like, Gore's going to be great.
Yeah. People are this is gonna make us, Connor.
Yeah. This is the thing. So, I mean, unfortunately, the characters that we cover sometimes don't really reflect to the big screen. But comic books can be cool, and some comic books are not very good. It's kind of up to yourself.
All the DC ones. Oh, got him back.
It's true, but the Batman is the best movie ever. So, look, if you like what you heard, you can go through all that stuff. You can give us a like and follow and share. But most importantly, you can just tell one human being that we exist.
Just the one, please.
So I have been Conor Lawler.
I have been Normie Meehan.
And I hate Normie Meehan. And I'm Moose. So see you next week.
Normie and Moose.
Bye-bye.